Okay, so we'll start. So this is welcome to Creative Writing Workshop Lesson 5. If you remember last time we finished writing our stories, or most people finish writing their stories, and it's okay if not, but yeah. So step 9 is editing your story, which I find is the most important step. Okay, so a common question is how should I edit my story? And there are many different processes and everyone's editing process is different. However, here's a good one that I found off a website online, but if you don't like it, you're allowed to follow your own editing process. Okay, so step 1 is to read your story out loud. This way you can mark any repeated words that you noticed and any run-on sentences. And then you're supposed to edit the story structure. So you want to revise for your plot. You want to check if your story has a beginning, middle, and end, and if those parts of the story are clear. Is there a conflict in the middle of the story? Because if you don't have a conflict, it's like baking a cake without baking powder. It's not going to rise and it'll be flat. And does the ending resolve the conflict or leave the readers on a cliffhanger? And you want to remove boring parts, because if there are any parts that you don't want to read or you find just really redundant, your reader is likely not going to want to read them too. And then the last thing is to revise for clarity. So you want to make sure it's clear who's talking to who, and if there are any places where you're confused, your reader will likely be confused too. And then the last one, the most important, is grammar and spelling. You want to check for proper punctuation, proper spelling, and revise any run-on sentences, which is something I notice in a lot of people's writing, which is okay, but it's just something you want to revise. And if you just don't know, a run-on sentence is when two complete sentences are incorrectly combined, but I'm pretty sure most people get the idea. And then if you have extra time to edit, this is a great strategy, is to write in the margin what each sentence does. So, or just write on a comment. For example, like once upon a time, a young prince lived in a shining castle. I might highlight that and state, oh, this shows, this sentence is just introducing the story and giving some background information and telling us the setting and the characters. So yeah, so the task for today is to edit your story. You'll have 15 minutes of class time to work on this and go through as many steps of the process as you can, and just have fun. Editing can be a fun process. And yeah, that's just the task for today. If you remember, you wrote your story on the Write Your Story worksheet, so you should go on there and edit. And also, if you happen to not complete your story, because I know I gave a lot of homework last class, then you can use this time to finish up your story and then edit for homework. So I'm going to set a timer once everyone's ready. Yeah, and just remember, you can use this time to either edit or finish up your story. Okay, I'm going to start the timer. Okay, so that was 15 minutes. And now there's not much else to do, except I'll just give you your homework now. So your homework for due next class, August 22nd, next Saturday, which is our last class, is just to finish editing your story. If you're done editing, then that's fine. I just wanted to give everyone a chance to edit, to have more time to edit in case they wanted it. Anyway, I know this was a short class, but that's all we really have today because everyone's mostly done writing their stories. So yeah, we'll finish class for today. Thank you.